2021 WRX Subaru STI. The base model of it goes 0 to 60 in about 5.7 to 6 seconds. And the top speed of this car goes up to 155 miles per hour. About $37,000. These cars hold their value very well. The cars have gone through 6 evolutions now. There's nearly 3 decades in production for this car. It is a 2.5 liter flat 4-cylinder and it thrives on premium fuel, cranking out about 310 horsepower, 290 foot-pound of torque. You can expect this car to get about 22 miles per gallon on the highway and about 16 miles per gallon in the city. Now, this does have all-wheel drive, so you can expect some good traction to the front and back tires. It comes standard. I like the way it looks. This whole car, this setup, this rally car, it looks really aggressive from all the angles. Looking at the back side of the car, you can see the 4 exhaust tips coming out from the muffler. It looks really good. Everything about it is shaped to be aerodynamic and functional. I like how the side view is, that little vent on the side. Everything, it's optimizing the airflow here. It is a sedan, so while it is compact, it does have 4 doors, and this blue just makes it really cool looking. It's like an electric blue color. It really pops in pictures and videos. I just like how Subaru used this as a color option for the car. Now, the wheels on it, it does look pretty sporty. I like how it's spoked off like that. It alternates with the thin lines and then the thicker lines between the wheel. And you can see the rotor behind it. It's a pretty cool looking wheel. It does have some tires that put the power to the ground, and it holds its own weight up here. The door handles pop out like that real flush, and it's easy getting in and out of the car. Now, you're looking over here at the side mirror and everything looks really good. It has the nice black trimming around the car, the windows and the mirrors, and it goes all the way around to the front where there's a nice bumper, and the design of it's really cool with this black lip that wraps around the front. This is one of my favorite parts of the car. It has the grille. It just has this really nice aggressive look to it. Got the Subaru logo in the front with the stars, and then this hood, this massive hood, it scoops in the air and it keeps the engine bay cool. I like how this hood looks. It looks a lot sportier with this hood, and you have no problem looking over the hood to the ground with that in the front. Like some of these cars out there, they have this giant hood and you can't even see the road up ahead in front of you. But this is all functional. The headlights, it looks really nicely designed and kind of like a square triangle shape. Yeah, that hood, it just is massive. Like, to me, it looks really cool, and it's part of the favorite parts of the car for me. I really like enjoying looking at that. Now, let's move on to the interior of the car here. It's very sporty inside the interior of the car. You have the digital gauge clusters. It is a 6-speed manual transmission. Got a nice radio there, and got the gauge up front where it can display the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine and all the dynamics of it. Shows different kinds of temperature settings and the pressure settings, the fuel economy that you're getting. Very, very nice. This whole setup is that he has here, and listening to the engine of it, listening to it rev up, and just looking at the car, it's just a really fun car to look at, and I really enjoyed looking at and getting some videos of his car here. Now, the Subaru, it does take premium fuel, so you know, gas prices have gone up, so be prepared to pay some good prices for it. But you know, the backside of this vehicle, it's got a nice spoiler that goes and flips upward a little bit, not too much, but you can find a lot of aftermarket wings out there and modify the look of the car in the future if that's what you're really into, like the JDM aspect of modifying cars. And the front of the car, it looks really aggressive, and if you were to see that in the back view mirror, like, you would think that that has some power and you'd probably want to move over. I mean, this is the kind of car that can beat Challengers even, because it has a high rev up to like 7,000 RPMs, and it gets up. It's got about 310 horsepower, but it's no slouch. It can hold its weight and put some horsepower down to the road. I mean, 0 to 60 with the STI version, it goes 4.6 seconds on a good day. So, you know, that's awesome. That's pretty good. I mean, you're looking at a 4-second car here, so that's no slouch at all. And it's impressive how good the 4-cylinder engines have gotten from the Japanese cars since they started producing these things, and even compared to similar cars in the 90s, even the 4-cylinder engine has vastly improved over time. I'm just impressed with how good the Japanese people can make reliable cars. They can make cars that are fun to drive, and it's one of those few manual transmission cars that are still out there these days. Now, just talking about how good these cars hold their value, I've seen listings for about 200,000 miles on these Subaru WRX STIs, and even at that like high mileage, these things are going for like $8,000. So they hold their value in the used market very well. There's not a whole bunch of them that I've found for sale, but if you get your hands on one, it's a lot of fun to drive. And overall, my final conclusions about the car is that it is a nice looking rally car. It does some fast-paced, spirited driving, and for the money of it, you're getting a nice compact sedan that can put some fun around the turns, and it'll run you about $37,000, but brand new. That's a pretty cool 4-cylinder car that you're getting with a nice turbocharger and good reliability. Japanese cars are fun to drive over the long run, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Alright. Peace.